Medicated coffee. What is wrong with me? Alright, looks like everything is good. Hello, everybody. Or at least everybody that can hear my dulcet tones. Yeah, let's get a good background in here again. Uh, darn it. Okay, fine. Maybe I'll have to do that tomorrow. Yeah. There we go. Oh, sorry. I was hoping to get to that. I don't know. I'll have to look into that a little bit here. Got Mega Drive's got to have transfer quotas, I guess. Why not? All right. So we're back here again. I'm doing this again. One more time. Now, some of you might be asking, Circuit, are you crazy? Yeah, I'm completely insane. Why do you think I'm drinking energy drink coffee? Because I'm completely crazy. But there is a reason for this. After my initial thoughts and review of Osore, the team over at Cybertronics decided to go ahead and throw in a few updates to try to make it a little bit more palatable. Let's see. So yeah, they were nice enough to, if they were nice enough to do it, to update it, I was going to give it one more old college try here. So this isn't going to be a long stream, maybe 30, 45 minutes tops. Let's see. Here's the changelog. Killing. Okay, now they've actually changed up how medicine works and everything. Killing the monsters now gives the first aid syringe if you have space, except for small and giant ones. All the first aid syringes have been replaced with first aid kits. So in the medical room, so now it's only kits in the medical room. You get kits in the rooms. You get syringes as drops. There was also a strange door that we talked about that got fixed. There is there was a bug with calculation of value after death. I'm assuming that has something to do with how when I would die and have to eventually restart, it would actually kind of mess with what I had for inventory as well as things. So we'll see how that goes. But now the first aid kits, that's been decreased from 3 to 1. So I can't just run around like I'm carrying first aid kits everywhere. That would be silly. So I can understand that. So everybody, we're going to give this, as I said, one more ye oldie college try because I'm insane. And let's see, stream-wise, yeah. I was also thinking about doing the Price of Fear. However, things got a little out of time for me today. I apologize. So might just end up doing Osore for today at least, or at least giving it one more go. Check out the latest update. And yes, the tasker. The thing that tells you where the stuff is. It's there in the screen as well. It tells you where things go, so when you go, you get closer, and you can see that you're getting closer. It's the most wonderful thing. It helps if you can learn to talk English, or at least in my case, English. So, yes. There's also a task tracker that will point to what you need and where you can go, or at least when you're getting closer. It's kind of like a hot cold detector there. So no arrows, but it will decrease and increase as you get closer and further. But actually, saying that, I should probably move the chat window here a little bit because that task tracker is right in the middle of the way. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump onto this. Let me just move some things out of the way here.
And this was on stream. I'm going to go ahead and start the recording here. The recording mostly is because I'm planning on doing a cobble together at some point if I ever figure out how to edit videos properly. So 3, 2, 1. And recording has started. Now for the third and possibly final time, Osore, the Desperation.
And let's go on with chapter 2.
So we are going to jump back into chapter 2 first, because I do want to try to finish out the game if I can. If not, it's at least going to give me the best option here. Oh boy, I already goofed it. Okay, I hope the game doesn't kill me for this. Okay. I moved the chat room because I thought it was on the left for some reason. Yeah, time for a boss. Imagine a boss immediately jumps in the moment I get back into the game. Okay. Okay, pistol, shotgun. Yep, you can see right there I got 3 syringes and only 1 health pack this time. Also, you can see the number counting right there. Now, I kind of like this a little bit with the objectives. I mean, oh, there's that sound, that wonderful sound. But I kind of like this because you get an idea of where things are, but you only get a small idea, so you still have to do some searching. So you got room for hope, but you also got to know where you're going. Stay down. Ah, there we go. Picked up a syringe. Perfect. Alright, so there's a proof of concept right there. Okay, that's a little interesting right there with the objective markers right there. Exit, safe room, things like that. So it does tell you when you're getting closer. However, it is definitely kind of weird that it, well, yeah, it jumps you across the map, which unfortunately can cause a problem because it's suddenly you're like shot. You suddenly realize you're like shot closer than you thought. Huh. Okay, so that might not have worked as well as I'd hoped. Okay, let's see. Alright, well, it's still nice to have the objective marker, so I think it helps you know you're getting a little bit closer. I think the problem is that they should have probably been tied more to the door than to the actual room. I don't know. Let's see what I can do here for now.
That's very nice. He's already dead.
Alright, so far so good. Okay. Looks like I'm trying to get away from everything here. And there's our first aid kit. Hello, Jelly Schwartzy. First aid kit. Gonna leave that alone for now. Actually, I think I'm pretty sure I know where I'm at, so I think I want to turn around and go this way instead. Trot, 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 trot. Left, right, left, right. Okay. If I'm following the objective right here. Okay. Actually, let me see to know on that. Thanks for the heads up on the iris. I might be seeing a problem here, a big problem here. Well, let me see. Yep, that's a big problem. Okay, so yeah, unfortunately, the objective thing is kind of helpful, but the problem is that it looks like it's tied into the exact location of the sigil and not the door. So, and since you're apparently teleporting around the map rather than going from point A to point B, it does get, like, you know, when you're getting closer. The problem is it's letting you know when you're closer in a relative position rather than when you are actually nearing the objective, which can be a problem. So, yeah. You know, I commend them forever, though. That is amazing that they put it in there to try to help out. That does help to an extent. The problem is it also can cause a big confusion. Okay. So at the moment, though, I'm okay. Whoops. No. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it here. Just gonna leave it here. Red Boy is definitely ticklish in a bad way. Okay. head back. I need to get more ammo here. I hope I can find my way back. Okay, so I was right. I was going the right way, so that's good. Very good. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm also on a tight timer here because if I can't get to a health pack quickly enough, I can end up in a lot of hurt. I got a couple lying around in rooms. I just gotta find the rooms. Let's see. I will take it. I think this was Glitch Store in front of Call, right? So yeah, Glitch Store is working again. That's great. Hi, Glitch Store. Bye, Glitch Store. Oh boy, here we go. But it's definitely great, Danny. I'm really happy that they were willing to put in some effort to try to fix up some of the problems that I pointed out in the game. Oh, woo. Oh, okay. Anybody else's hard stuff for a second there? Mine kind of did. There you go. But the killing monsters definitely does help. Yeah, you can't. You gotta be really careful with overkill though. Yeah, if you kill too many, you're not going to have any syringes for the future. That's going to be a big problem. You would definitely have to ration yourself out a little bit more in a way. Speaking of which, yeah, I'm going to ration. Start using up my health packs here a bit because I gotta be running low on monsters that I can kill for health packs. Definitely got an interesting element of strategy to the game, to be honest. Because now I gotta think, okay, is there a monster there that I'm gonna be able to kill to get a syringe? And if not, you know, should I kill it now? I mean, shouldn't I? Alright, so both checkpoints have been activated, and now I can now it's time to get to the exit. Just back where we were. Let's see. There's a good chance I'm not coming back this way, so... Go ahead and take a look. of the boss. Oh boy. I have a feeling we're gonna need to make
It's time to take on the boss. Get out here. I got a shotgun. It's not quite full, but it's got plenty of ammo in it. Ah, I can still make weird noises.
No, something's not right here. Come on, I was so close. You know, fine. It gives me an excuse to load up on some shotgun ammo. Like, I need an excuse for that. Okay. Okay, yeah, no, I'm going in circles again. Alright. Somewhat good. A little on the annoying side, but it's good. I think I saw some screenshots of that, yeah, and I am happy that they added walls. It just adds a little bit more atmosphere in a way, you know? Not to discount this, no, this is good too. Okay. I'm loaded up on shotgun ammo. I think there's one more health room just before I get to the boss area. If not, then we're gonna have to do this with syringes and a half health, which is not ideal. So recall there was 2 rooms. There it is. Okay. Got it loaded up on a first aid kit. Oh, current location, big hall. Oh shit! Well, okay, Okay then. Okay, that caught me that caught me more off guard than it really should have. It really did. Okay. Alright, so I guess I completed the game. Go figure. So the health improvements actually helped in a good way. I'm going to go ahead and say that right now. The health update, good stuff. I like that. I mean, it did add a different element. You couldn't, you couldn't go and wipe everything out because then you wouldn't be able to get ammo. So you still had the trade-off of health to ammo. So you still had to conserve. You had to be smarter. You couldn't just trade it all off. But it also made it so that you had a little bit more influx. You weren't completely desperate to try to nip every little thing, and one false move and you're dead. And RNG, RNG was still a big factor, but it wasn't the deciding factor, which is always a big problem. RNG being a deciding factor can always be a problem in a game. However, the one thing that may have actually been a slight misstep was the objective marker. It sounds good on paper, and it would have worked lovely if it was a little bit more accurate. The problem is that the way that it traces your path, and if the maze was actually laid out exactly as it is, it probably would have been fine. But the problem is the maze warps you. It warps you from one location to the next, which, that's some game design 101. In some mazes, you're literally going to be bouncing back and forth. You're never exactly in the same physical location. The problem is that the objective markers are from where you are to where it is. And if you're warping all over that map, it's going to be harder to determine where your safe route is, your exit is. You get a general idea from the increasing and the shrinking, but when you get the massive leaps because you went through a door, you go from 6,000 because you were at one door to suddenly 2,000 because you went through it, it's going to throw some gamers for a loop. So yeah, I think I saw that the rooms were still, you're probably still going to have to go more by room name, which, the skill thing, the objective marker was good. It might have been better if they tied it to the door rather than the actual marker itself. But, I'd say it was a good attempt, and I like that. I'm very happy for that. That does mean that they care, and they wanted to do something. Now, I am going to confess a little bit here. I basically played this in easy mode. Everything was on simplified. So, just to give everything a proper and fair shake, I'm going to go to Chapter 1 on the default difficult settings, and we're going to go take a look at that a little bit. But yeah, if I could say anything to the team at Cybertronics, the update was good. Overall, it was good. It was a very positive update. It was a very happy update, and it looks like it's starting to get the tread where it needs to be, so that it's easier for people to play it without being basically a punishment game. The only problem is that it needs the objective markers. If they decide to put them in Osore 2, they need to be fine-tuned a little bit, so it's not exactly from where you are to where it is. It's got to be planned out a little bit better, so you got a general idea of where you're going, so you're not warping all over the place and not sure where it is. That's my only real objection. That's my only real problem there. But let's try this one. Let's try the default setting here a little bit. And the big reason I'm doing this instead of jumping into Price of Fear, because I am going to play Price of Fear. Unfortunately, it appears I have to wait 8 hours because some websites apparently have a download limit, and I'm already hitting it before I finish getting Price of Fear. Go figure. Okay, actually, so far the safe one feels like... Oh. I got the marker there, so I assume I'm on the latest update. However, oh, is that what they did? Is that what they did? Alright, I'm gonna give this a quick run around just for giggles, see what happens. I'm definitely not expecting that I'm going to be able to finish the same way I did with number 2, but I already finished this one before, so you know what, I'm not gonna complain. So at the moment, I'm trying to figure out where the safe room is based on the objective mark, on the position marker here. I think I just walked in a big circle again. The spirit of silent falling and also just the spirit of silent falling. That's a good opinion I have of it, yeah. Game over, we're starting to think here. Actually, this will be a good test here. Huh. 1, 3, but I do have ammo this time. Interesting. Alright, let's try finding the safe room again here. Actually, yeah, this has the same problem. Okay, so you can already see a problem with it, and it's the objective marker problem. Silver door, I remember that. Alright, let's see. Okay, I found the save room. Okay. Didn't go well. That's not good at all. Okay. Okay. Well, in any case, this should give me a rough idea on a couple of things here real fast. so it did give me the syringe. Alright, I get it now. Okay. I think something hiccuped when I first started playing this, so that's kind of funny. It can't be good. I mean, it can't be intentional. I don't think it was intentional. That's not good. Alright, so, yeah, it looks like it's back to where, it's kind of where it was with the first one. I'm going to check one last thing here, because something does bug me here a little bit. Let's see. I can't remember how to exit normally. Alright. So, when I initially started playing it, I swear I had 3 of both. It definitely becomes harder, a little bit scarier. You're not sure where you want to go, and you got to be careful. Well, that's the whole point of survival horror, though. You want to be careful about your health, and you want to be careful where you're going. Okay, yeah, that is definitely not supposed to be intentional. I highly doubt that's intentional. So yeah, okay. So if you're first time playing, I guess it doesn't do that for you in chapter 2. So yeah. All right, just to reiterate, in the game you're supposed to only have 1 health pack and 3 syringes, which refill 1 syringe refills every time you kill a one of the bigger guys. So yeah, you're only supposed to have really 1 health pack at any given point if you once you pick one up. So the fact that it gives you 3, you can actually kind of cheese the game a little bit. If you can make your way over to the safe room at this point, and this isn't default. This isn't default, so this is not the easy version. This is the normal version. You can actually sneak your way into the safe room. If you can get in there with all 3 of these health packs, you could probably load up all your shotgun and your handgun to bear, and yeah. It definitely doesn't. It's not going to be as scary when you're running around with a full arsenal of ammo and a good chunk of health packs ready to go. But it is a little bit harder to find the rooms here. So yeah, the other thing that I was concerned about, I wasn't sure, but I did confirm it. Yeah, now it doesn't tell you what hallways and medical rooms you're in. You basically have to work off of. Yeah, this is I kind of feel like I'm in a bit of a catch-22 on this one. I feel kind of bad about it, but I'm going to have to say something. So the big problem, the really big problem I have here is the objective markers. Now, yeah, like I said, the big thing is you're teleporting all over the place when you're opening these doors. It's not a solid 1-for-1. Not all the time. Sometimes it's pretty solid, but other times I've been seeing the safe room teleporting a little bit here, so I'm kind of concerned about that. And because of that, it's a little bit harder to figure out where your objective is. Because, I mean, it does shrink down as you get closer, so it's not like you're completely blind, but it's a little more difficult. It's very difficult to find it. To me, anyway. If I had a choice between the 2, honestly, I would have probably preferred that they didn't remove the names of the rooms and hallways. Just so you could have a reference. That's honestly what I would have gone with, you know, just to have the reference that you could use between one hallway to the next. But that's pretty much my big concern here. So it does feel a little trippy, just a little. You know, I do see that the hallways they are somewhat interconnected. Yeah, I think it would have been slightly better if they put the if the markers were on the doors that they actually belong to, rather than the actual item in the room. I think that would have made things a little bit nicer right there. But you know what? As I said, look at that. I still got 2 health packs. Load up. Oh, look at that. Oh. Hey, that's not fair. I'm not supposed to do that when I'm in a safe room, you jerk. Okay, where are you? feel like I got punished for trying to cheese the game a little bit there. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. I think I got punished. Alright. But yeah, for the moment, I know that this was a fairly short stream, but I did warn that it was going to be fairly short regardless, so. Okay. Final thoughts on Osore. The update is definitely a positive. It's got a lot of good things. It's got a lot of good things going for it. I like the way that they retooled the health. I'm on the fence about the objective markers. I think it would have served them a little bit better if the objective markers were on the doors to the rooms that they led in, rather than inside of the room itself. I think that could have lended a little bit better to navigation. Outside of that, though, you get a general idea of where you're going, which, you know, I can kind of get that might fall a little bit into the idea of survival horror with not clear objectives, but at the same time, without any kind of accurate guidepost, it also makes things a little on the foggy side. I'm kind of torn between the objective markers and just the way that the hallways were named before. Honestly, if I could have the best of both worlds, that would have been glorious, but I think there might be a limitation there, so I can understand that that might not be plausible. However, you know, overall, I'd say that this is a very positive. This is a very positive update to the game, and I think it'll give a lot of people a chance to play it. Just you know, go with the general idea of any survival horror game. You're going to be lost, and that's okay. That's always going to happen. Just conserve your ammo, shoot when you can, conserve your health, shoot up when you can, and I think you'll make it through okay. And it does get me excited for what will happen with Osore 2, if and when we see an Osore 2. I'm going to assume more when than if, but yeah, I take things with a grain of salt at times. With that in mind, though, that will be it for the Brony Show Let's Play of Osore. And we will be back again later this week with Price of Fear. I get the idea. Yeah, a map altogether, that would not make sense. No. You know, having room markers, having hull names, things like that I can get behind that. An entire map, unless it's a big, massive world like Silent Hill, a map would easily kind of distort it a little bit. So not having a map is definitely, I'm okay with it not having a map. I'm really okay with that. Yeah, I think my only real gripe with the objective marker is just, you know, how it just shrinks and grows really, really fast. But, you know, maybe I'm missing something there too. I could be mistaken, you know. First impression, I might have the wrong one. Anyway, but yeah, for next time we do this, it may be hopefully later this week. I should be doing Price of Fear Origins. So we'll go on to the next game. Granted, I don't think with Price of Fear, I'll be going back to it 3 times over, unless they update it 3 different times. So I guess we'll see what happens. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the stream, the third one altogether, and, you know, I think it will give everybody a fairly good look at Osore, and it gives me a fairly good reason to learn how to use Sony Vegas. So, I will see you all later, and I hope you have a great evening, or afternoon, or morning, or whatever time zone you're in. Okay, you know, have a great equinox, whatever you got, you got going on for you, wherever you're... Progenitor. Well, I mean, if your time of the day is progenitor, I guess yeah, have a great progenitor too. Have a good one, everybody. All right.